What's going on, y'all? I'm over here in Bogota, Colombia, in my Airbnb gym and lounge area. I wanted to show y'all around before I leave here on Tuesday. Let's take a peek. So, starting with the gym area, there's a squat rack, nice set of dumbbells, two ellipticals, and an exercise bike. Also, with a pretty good view of the city of Bogota. Over here, we can see the mountain of Montserrat right here. And then some city views. Pretty nice, right? I'd say so myself. Now, I did spend around 480 USD for around 18 nights in this Airbnb. And my location is, well, this Airbnb is actually at Smart Living 54 in Calle 54 in Colombia. So if you look up Smart Living 54 or just Calle 54 on Airbnb in Bogota, you should be able to find this location. And I've seen there's many foreigners that are staying in this Airbnb. So I believe the one I'm staying at is obviously not the only rental unit being used for Airbnb. And then right under the gym, we have a little co-working space. Little booth right there, 3 chairs right here. All right, let's keep going. Bathroom, office right here. Yeah. Pretty nice, right? Elevator. Now, this is where I spend the majority of my time whenever I'm working out. Just here in this outdoor gym. I got the pull-up bars. I put my resistance bands right here. I do jump rope over there. I do a little skipping over here, plyometrics and whatnot. But I mean, this is a pretty hard view to beat. And honestly, I did like about maybe 45 minutes of searching through Airbnb for a good rooftop view too. And this was the best looking area for sure. Here's a view of the gym area from this angle. Keep going. Yeah, man. One of my favorite things about Bogota definitely is the weather. And many people will say, oh, that's the worst part. But they don't know what they're talking about because it stays at the coldest. It'll get like maybe 45, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And then highest 75, which to me, that's perfect. It's very similar to weather in Seattle, Portland, Northwest Pacific area of America. I like these little British ashtrays they got here. And then the grill. I mean, come on, that's kind of hard to beat. And then they have so many snake plants here too that I'm really a fan of. Oh man. Well, this is definitely one of the best rooftop terraces I've ever seen, especially in Airbnb. Man. Yeah, so as of right now, leaving Tuesday night to go back to Bangkok, Thailand, and then probably Thursday or Friday, take a bus down to Pattaya, me and my dad, then help him look for a condo, either 1 or 2 bedrooms. If he gets a 2-bedroom, then I'll most likely visit him 2, 3, 4 times a month, maybe even be based out of his condo and then spend 6 months in Japan. So right now the plan is 6 months in Thailand, 6 months in Japan, but I might get the 5-year Golden Elite visa, just don't have to worry about visa issues and all that good stuff whenever I would go through immigration in Thailand. Because one time earlier this year, I went to Malaysia for a couple of days and then I went back to Thailand, but I was doing a visa run, it was so obvious. And the immigration officers held me for 30 minutes and they were like, what? And I told them, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a Muay Thai education student. So I'm just training at one gym and I was going to another gym. So I told them I just wanted to go see Malaysia. They didn't buy it, but they let me in anyway. So I don't like the idea of going to a country and then having to worry about immigration. It's annoying. And the whole reason why I want to do 6 months in Thailand, 6 months in Japan, if you do 6 months, 183 days, 180 days in one country, then you have to pay taxes. Your boy ain't going to want to pay taxes. And I know a lot of you don't want to pay taxes either. So that's why if I just stay 6 months, right under 6 months in Thailand, right under 6 months in Japan, and I was thinking about just getting a signing for a condo in Thailand, but we'll see if my dad wants to do 2-bedroom, whatnot, we'll see. Because he wants to stay in Pattaya, I'm gonna try and take him down to Phuket and see if he likes it out there more. But we'll see. So that's what's going on with my life right now. I hope y'all are doing good. So here's my 2 cents on Colombia as an expat, especially coming from Western country, America, Britain, Australia, New Zealand, all that good stuff. There's a reason why millions more people go to Thailand. It's safer. This is subjective. The food is better. And there's just a higher level of luxury. Now, I haven't been to Medellin, and many people tell me, oh, wow, you haven't been to Medellin. What's wrong with you, man? Bogota sucks. And I'm like, well, Bogota is the capital city, and it has the most amount of people, has over double the amount of people than Medellin. So there should be a lot more luxury out here. And I see the luxury in the malls, not really in the cars and stuff like that, but it just seems like there's a general on edge feeling in Bogota, and especially at night. Now, my thing is, as an expat, especially one that comes from a degenerate background, we like to have fun at night. We like to drink. We like to smoke. And here in Colombia, in Bogota, if you're going out drinking and smoking past 8 p.m., whenever it's dark, you got to be on your P's and Q's. You can't mess around. People be looking at you like a hungry wolf, like you're a piece of meat and they're a hungry wolf. So do you really want to risk it? I don't know. It's not worth it. And it's more expensive here in Bogota than in Bangkok, which there is just generally more expensive here in Bogota, but in Bangkok there's levels of luxury. There's levels of like way lower spending, food, clothes, all that good stuff, housing, and then way higher levels than in Colombia too when it comes to luxury. Like in Bangkok there's Ritz-Carlton condos that are going for 1.2, 1.3 million USD, even more. Here in Bogota, I don't see anything like that for that price. And if you're spending that much money for a condo or anything like that in Bogota, you're spending way too much money, really. Unless you're money laundering, then do whatever you want, you know? You know what? This is one of the best views I've had, even though it's just a city view. You see some really nice nature too. Over there, you got some shanty-looking towns climbing up a mountainside. Now, overall, I'd say Colombia is not worth visiting. And I've only been to Bogota, so a lot of people are going to say, oh, you didn't even explore Colombia. You're absolutely right. But I was just in Lima, Peru. I was in Guayaquil, Ecuador. Guayaquil, Ecuador is way too humid, way too hot, but cheaper, good people. The 3 countries I've been to in South America, I mean, there's great people everywhere here. But there's also the factor of danger that you have to be aware of. And if you're in denial about it, then you shouldn't be, because there is dangerous people here. You can get in trouble here. You can get really messed up here if you're not careful. So I feel like I lucked out just because I look South American. My family's from Trinidad, so we were colonized a little differently. I'm actually Indian, I'm not Hispanic, but I fit in here. So I feel kind of safe whenever I go around at night compared to being in Baku, Azerbaijan, Athens, places in Europe, Kazakhstan. I did not feel safe at night. Even though technically, statistically, those countries are safer, I did not feel safer just because based off my appearance and the way I look. And you guys have to take that into consideration whenever you're traveling. Because let's say I have a lot of Western American Caucasian friends, right? All of them, not some, all of them have never been to a non-Christian country. So Muslim majority country, Hindu, Buddhist country, they've only been to Christian countries. And why is that such a big deal? I'll tell you. It's one thing to see people be more pious in the religion that you grew up around. But then when you see Islamic people, when you see Buddhist people that are more pious in their own religion, that blows you out of the water. It just, at least for me and my family, my own, it just makes me realize like, yeah, we're religious, I guess, but not to the degree that other cultures are. That's for sure. So just to reiterate, if you're coming here as an expat to Bogota and you want to live the expat life, I don't see the value here. I really don't. Because, I mean, there's places in America that you could live almost for the same price. You won't have the big city life, of course, but you'll have much better safety going on to whatever you want to do. So in general, I just feel like Bogota is very skippable if you're an expat. Almost everywhere in Southeast Asia is cheaper, the food's better, and women could be more attractive to you depending on your taste. Here, we're in the Americas, all right? And North and South America, United States, we're the most fat country. But what I've noticed, North and South America, people are just hefty. They are bigger. We got more muffin tops out here. We eat muffins out here, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. So in Asia, and Thailand especially, you'll see women with perfect figures, you know, just busty butt and then a six-pack. I have barely seen anyone really in shape in Bogota except for at the gym. And not this gym, not my condo gym. I mean the gym nearby. And that's cool, but you know, if you're an expat and you're a man and you're older and you want an attractive woman, they're here, but they're not as many as in Bangkok. I'm gonna just be straight up with y'all with that, all right? Now, I hope y'all don't get too offended by that. Oops. But look, I'm gonna make another video when I get back to Bangkok with my dad. I'm gonna see y'all real soon, all right? Stay safe, stay blessed, take care of your health. Bye, everyone.